Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 14 of Vlogmas. I can't believe I've made it this far. It's only freaking 10 more days till Christmas. What? This is nuts. Yesterday I asked you on my last vlog, what are some things that you want to know about me? Right now, I'm going to get into it, and boom, this is going to be awesome. First question is by Jake Phelps. He asks, are you into chicks that are not peas? Oh, this is a question if I'm straight or not. Oh, this is just great. Matter of fact, I am straight. That is crazy, right? Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. Some of my great friends are gay. Yeah, I don't really understand why people make such a big deal about it. If you can find happiness and not, kill someone, I think that's fine. Just learn to accept people for who they are. Okay, guys? Mr. Banks asks, which Pitu should I throw and which to keep on the wall? White stamp or rainbow stamp? You gotta put the rainbow stamp on the wall, man. The white on white's gotta go for putting. It'll give you great confidence and just keep it simple. You don't want all those sparkly colors distracting you from making your putts. Emil, I'm gonna butcher this name probably. Emil Palonliti. Oh, wait. Emil Paloniti. Hope I said that right. Are you coming to Finland next summer? Most likely. There's not really a big Finnish tournament going on, but before Kona Peach Day, I think I'm going to do some sort of promotional tour like I have done in the past. So I'm really hoping to. I think there's a really good chance that I will. Brody Lejeune asks, what type of disc that Discmania doesn't offer at the moment that you want Discmania to make? There's probably two discs. I'd like something a little bit more overstable than the FD. Something I can give it some juice and it'll fly straight, but also have a consistent fade left. And the other disc would probably be the Gator, a Gator type disc. The MD4 doesn't quite cut it. It is an overstable mid-range, but when the wind picks up, it doesn't have that super dumpy finish. So probably one of those two discs. Logan Maloney asks, how do you feel about 2019 Worlds in Peoria? I don't know what to feel about it yet. I think that they're still doing ledgestones, so I think they're gonna be back to back, so that's crazy. I usually don't play ledgestone, but I guess I'll be playing it next year, so 2018, just to kind of get an idea for it. As long as they don't put a triple island through the woods at Northwood Park, I think I'll be fine. That was just the one thing that I really wasn't a fan of and kind of what deterred me from going back there. But I think they're fixing it up. I think it'll be a good tournament. Jacob AM asks, what vegan meal would you recommend to someone that's never tried it and is easy to make? Or a vegan place in the DFW? A really good way to find out new vegan recipes, look up the YouTube channel Cooking with the Vegan Zombie. He really makes a lot of great recipes that are kind of junk foody, but it's really good if you're wanting to kind of transition or at least try some vegan food. But a really good place in the DFW area, you got to go to Spiral Diner. Spiral Diner, I think there's one in Fort Worth, there's one in Denton, and there's one in downtown Dallas. Spiral Diner, it's absolutely killer. James Cords asked, I hope I said that right. You've traveled all around the country at this point. If you had to choose any state to live in except Colorado, what state would you choose and why? That's tough. I love Colorado. I probably would have said Oregon, but then I went there in the winter. It's pretty freaking cold for my liking. But it could still be Oregon. I'll put Oregon up there, but just because the people up there are pretty similar to the kind of people that are in Colorado, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love the Pacific Northwest, the huge trees, just the overall vibe up there. But it's really cold. I don't know, maybe somewhere in Arizona, northern Arizona. That could be a possibility, just because it's like Colorado. Maybe New Mexico too. I just like this part of the country: Colorado, Utah, New Mexico. I like the Southwest, or the West in general. Adam Barnett asks, what's your favorite song, either right now or of all time? I don't really have a favorite song of all time because there's just so many good songs. The closest thing I can say to one of my favorite songs of all time, it's actually two songs, but you kind of call them one. China Cat Sunflower by the Grateful Dead. If it's played live, it's so good. But my favorite song right now is far away from the Grateful Dead. It's actually a pop Pop Goes Punk cover of Bruno Mars' That's What I Like by Dance Gavin Dance. Like, currently right now, that's the song I want to listen to all the time. Spade, Passanen? Sorry with the pronunciation. This is a pretty weeby question. Favorite anime, top 3. Okay, I have a list, but I have to say my top 3 right now. Probably number 1, Steins Gate. Number 2, I like the Fate series a lot, because I wear that shirt all the time. I get saber dyed on my discs. And then number 3, Spot Tough. I really like Naruto, One Piece, Attack on Titan. I'll just do a tie for those 3 at number 3. Gage Styles asks, what aspect of your game are you better than everybody else? And what are you the weakest at compared to your competition? Okay, this is gonna sound kind of, I don't know how this is gonna sound, but I'm just gonna say it. I think I have some of the best shots in disc golf. I wouldn't say the best in every category, but like overall as a package, I consider myself one of probably top 3 most talented throwers of a Frisbee on tour. Because I have a 450-foot sidearm if I need it. I can crush backhands. I can dial it back certain days for control shots. My putting's really good. I got grenades. I got thumbers. So I really feel like my whole game is super strong. The thing that I'm weakest at is probably when it comes to the mental side of things. Like if something doesn't go my way, I'll kind of check out of the game and not really try as hard as I probably should. But the last couple rounds, events that I've played, I've gotten a lot better on that, and that's going to be kind of my main focus for 2018. Benjamin Fairley asks, if you could time travel, where/when would you go? Okay, like, I would like to time travel to the age of the dinosaurs just to see freaking dinosaurs, but I would want to get out of there pretty fast. So, like, if I could just, like, time travel there for, like, 5 minutes, see, like, a Tyrannosaurus Rex and just GTFO, that'd be really cool. But probably a time that I'd more want to go to, I'd say probably 1973 to a Grateful Dead show. I think that would probably be one of the most valuable experiences. Rick CBC asks, could you beat Simon in a race? What kind of race are you talking about? If it's like running, like long distance running? Absolutely. Maybe even short distance running. Because I don't think Simon really likes to run. So the answer is yes, I could beat Simon in a race. Winston asks, what are your favorite YouTube channels? It kind of varies. I've been watching YouTube for a long time. If you asked me that question 5 years ago, I'd probably say like Smosh, Niga Higa, Ray William Johnson. But now I really like Casey Neistat, this guy in Boulder, Ryan Van Duzer. He makes some really great content like PewDiePie. I do watch like Logan Paul, Jake Paul. I'm kind of annoyed by them because all they do is plug merch and dab. So that's kind of like, I don't know, it's getting a little bit old. Yeah, YouTube's a very big part of my life. I find a lot of inspiration in a lot of channels. Oh my gosh, this is a freaking long question. Scurry2 asks, how fast did it take you to start throwing really far, 500 feet or around there? From the time you started playing, and were there any times where something just clicked and you gained a pretty large improvements? I'm shooting a video here.
Good for you.
Good for you. Okay. There are times that something just clicked for you and gained pretty large improvements in just a short amount of time. Just curious if just practicing a lot, you totally got the time throwing down, or if you think about pulling your arm close to your body or reaching back all the way, something like that. I guess I'm just wondering if there are any quick things that you just figured out by throwing and realized that by just doing that you automatically threw further, or if it's just the repetition and eventually you'll just get it. Sorry, that was confusing. Laugh out loud. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Scurry9 or Scurry2, same thing. I thought about form, but not really that much. All I really thought about was like, the way I learned to throw far is I took a really overstable disc and I saw people who were able to throw that really overstable disc far, and I'm like, I want to do that. And I threw it over and over again as hard as it could, hard as I could. And eventually I just developed the good form, and boom, everything just clicked. But I was doing that when I was like 13, 14 years old. And I remember when I was like 15 or 16, once I started to get a little taller and grew into my body, it was just like I had all those repetitions and my body just amplified them, and all of a sudden I could throw really, really far for some reason. So it's basically just getting the right technique down. Eventually your wrist, your arm, it's going to adapt, and you'll learn better speed, better coordination, and it all come together. Well, I believe that is it. Thank you for joining me on day 14 of Vlogmas, and I'll see you tomorrow. Keep on dreaming.